Hello BookTube, we're continuing on with the art and architecture books. That's the fourth bookcase, the big long wall bookcase, and this is episode 9. We'll start off with some Vincent van Gogh. This book caused quite a stir a few years ago. Van Gogh, The Life by Stephen Nafa and Gregory White Smith. Random House, New York. This is 2011. As you can see, I'm still reading this one. So I don't really have much of an opinion about it yet. I mean, it's nicely put together. I think, if I understand correctly, they posit that Van Gogh was didn't commit suicide, but was murdered. I mean, I've gotten a bit of his through his childhood and when he first went to work in an art store. He's already a pretty troubled individual. A very interesting family at best. So we'll see how this one goes. Like I say, I'm reading that right now. I also have one I've dipped in and out of over the years. It's a nice copy of it by Constable. It's The Letters of Vincent van Gogh. You can find this in so many different editions. This is a British one. The Letters of Vincent van Gogh to his brother and others, 1872 to 1890. This is abridged by Elfreda Powell, with a memoir by his sister-in-law, Joanna van Gogh Bonge. Constable, London. And this was about 2003. Very nice paper. Got some illustrations. Nice volume. I don't read it straight through. I just dip in here and there. Witold Rybinski, A Clearing in the Distance, Frederick Law Olmsted, and America in the 19th Century. Let's see, this was Scribner, Frederick Law Olmsted and America in the 19th Century, Clearing in the Distance is the title, 1999. Here's the title page. Some of his houses. There's more illustration, so it's nicely illustrated. There we go. That's where he's designing and they're building Central Park. In a brilliant collaboration between writer and subject, the best-selling author of Home and City Life illuminates Frederick Law Olmsted's role as a major cultural figure and a man at the epicenter of 19th century American history. We know Olmsted through the physical legacy of his stunning landscapes, among them New York Central Park, California's Stanford University campus, Boston's Back Bay Fens, Illinois' Riverside Community, Asheville's Biltmore Estate, and Louisville's park system. He was a landscape architect before the profession was founded, designed the first large suburban community in the United States, foresaw the need for national parks, and devised one of the country's first regional plans. I read it quite a long time ago, but I still remember it as being a very good book. This next one is an older book, but I read it, but not too long ago, about a year ago, I think. It's William Morris, His Life, His Work, and Friends by Philip Henderson, with a foreword by Alan Temko. Name wrapped around a little bit there. Sorry about the glare. It's like some of his wallpaper. I've always been fascinated by Morris. Of course, book people will know his Kelmscott Press and their Chaucer and that sort of thing. He was very into the northern myths, Icelandic, and all that sort of thing. Very creative with the. Oh, here's some of his wallpapers. Fascinating character. Sad in a way. Oh, this is nice. So this edition here, I think that was the dust stick up here in this one. Philip Henderson, William Morris, His Life, Work, and Friends, forward by Alan Temco with 82 black and white illustrations, 8 color plates. McGraw-Hill Book Company, New York, 1967. Here's the title page. So if you run into this, I'd recommend it. I know there's another good biography of Morris around. It came out much later, but I don't have that one. This next one is by an author I really like, Peter Gay. Modernism, the Lure of Heresy, from Baudelaire to Beckett and beyond. W.W. Norton Company, New York, 2008. There's a title page. Falling Water by Frank Lloyd Wright. Oscar Wilde. So, this highly original, long-awaited study, Peter Gay explores the modernist movements from its beginning down to our day, with the novels of Gabriel Garcia Marquez and Frank Gehry's splendid Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao, Spain. He covers it all. It's a good study. Then we have British landscape watercolors. Uh, 1600 to 1860. Published for the trustees of the British Museum by British Museum Publications Limited. It's by Lindsay Stanton, and it's 1985. A nice book. And then finally, I'll finish up here with Peter Ackroyd, who's one of my favorite authors, fiction, non-fiction. This one here is a Peter Ackroyd in one of the brief lives, Chatto and Windus, London. Let's see, 2005. And the title is J.M.W. Turner, Peter Ackroyd, Brief Lives. And it's exactly what it says. It's a brief life of Turner. And Ackroyd does brilliantly at these, as he does most things. So that's it. Part 9 of Bookcase 4. Still a top shelf running across the big wall there. And still art and architecture books. Thank you, BookTube.